informative, engaging, and tailored to your needs. Our goal is to foster meaningful discussions and create an environment where knowledge can be shared, questions can be asked, and valuable connections can be forged. Once again, thank you all for joining us today. We look forward to a productive and insightful seminar, and we are excited about the opportunities that lie ahead. Please feel free to reach out to any of us during the seminar or if you need any assistance. I would now like to welcome Mr. Shakil and start with the seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Radhika. You look nervous today, I know. It's okay, that's how we learn. Yes. Still early morning? So good morning, everyone. Okay. So yes, Radhika introduced me, Managing Director, Powercomputers. So I'll go through you for this. I'm going to do the talking work, and they're going to do the showing work. We have a team that side. So I'll be doing more the talking, and the team will be trying to show you. Last year we did a similar event. So the purpose of course, you know what we do, Powercomputers. A lot of us here, I can see faces, all loyal customers. Just a quick reminder for those who are not familiar, this is the products, services that we offer in Tanzania. Quick one also, we have presence in Arusha, Mwanza, Moshi, Dodoma, Manyara, Songwe, Kigoma, and Zanzibar. Tele department, we can provide you services in Dar es Salaam, Arusha, and Zanzibar currently, and Mwanza also. Okay, just a quick one, a small reminder for all of us, if we can keep our phone on a silent mode, okay, so we don't disturb, during the session. If you want to attend a phone, please, you can step out. I know everyone is coming from their work, so you need to step out so you don't disturb others who are attending this session. So we will have a question and answer sessions at the end of this session. Then if you have any questions related to all the areas that we have discussed today, you can bring up at the end of the sessions. Some features, so we have a lot of different people who have registered here. Some are expert users of Tele, some are fresh users. So at a point you may feel this is, oh, I know it. Yes, I know you know it, but there are a lot of other people who are not aware of the feature. So you have to bear up. We will try to accommodate from an expert user to a new user, and that's what we are trying to balance it out in our seminar also today. So sometimes you may feel this is, I know it's so easy, but with our experience we realize some of the features which are basic also, some users are not aware of it. So you have to bear us on that one. Always says learning never stops. We also learn. When we were preparing for the session today, we learned as a team, we learned a lot of things, and we don't say we know everything, and we are here also to learn some of your experience from you guys also. This is an event of an awareness. It's not a training sessions. Awareness, when we say we will highlight your feature, we may not be able to show you thoroughly. So you are aware these things can happen in Tele. A lot of things, people think we don't have time to conduct training. A Tele basic training requires 40 hours, an advanced training requires up to 60 to 80 hours. And we can't conduct such a training in 1.5 sessions. What we are here trying to do is educate people what features are available. As a company, maybe you're not aware of the features, so you can come and talk to us in future and say, okay, we want to implement this feature, help us. And that's how we move forward. Okay, so just to give you an awareness what we are going to, how the session is going to go forward. Just a quick one, when we register for the sessions, this is the statistics we got, that 40% of our people are still using the older version called the Tele ERP, and we have 60% of our clients already moved to Tele Prime. So based on this one, this is what our agenda will be looking like today, based on the statistics that we gathered. So because we have still people using Tele ERP, we will be showcasing the key changes in Teleprime. Then Teleprime for cloud is there. Then we have Tele Powerpack. So Tanzania web features, there is an interesting module that we are want to showcase that we have done in Tanzania web. We'll explain VFD, then how to make life easy with Tele. In the last two sessions, hidden features of Teleprime. This is something where, again, a lot of people who may be expert user may not be aware of some of the features of Teleprime. So we'll try to showcase the hidden features of Teleprime, and finally there is a new version Teleprime, so we'll spend some time explaining the latest version of Teleprime. Before I move forward for the first presentation, I would like to share, to make a light moment, or a small story. I want to tell you. Sometime back, one of the clients called our office, asked Radhika that we want a support. So what was the support? He says, my data is corrupted. So Radhika caught her. So the charges, our support charges is $100,000 or $50, whatever. So the client shouted back at Radhika, says, $100,000 for just trying to solve my problem. So Radhika, she was smart. So she told me, okay, I'm sending you a tutorial, a link, you can try yourself. So the client said, okay, I'll do it myself. Then after a few hours, the client called me. I said, Shakil, I need a favor. I said, what happened? He says, I called Radhika and she told me this is the price. And then she sent me a link. You don't want business. I said, no, that's what we try to tell our people, that yeah, send them the link. He says, what happened? He says, my data got now fully corrupted. Initially it was partially corrupted, now it's fully corrupted. He said, now I will charge you 250,000 shillings. Okay, he said, why? He says, you were trying to be smart. So this was a light moment for you, that sometimes, I know we are all trying to be expert on Tele, but sometimes they are expert for it. So, there are solutions there, and that's why you need to come to us with our experience. We come with 20 years of experience in telebusiness. So, this was just a fun party, this was not a reality, but it was just a story to share you that sometimes we need to engage with the people who are experts to solve your problems. Now let's move to the what are our clients expecting? So when we ask the question, so these are different features everyone wanted to know. So we will try to spend our time as much as possible. Are we ready, team? Okay. So show me Tele ERP. Team, we have ERP ready here? Okay. Please. Okay. So this is ERP. A lot of people are using ERP. Okay, so this is an ERP screen, right? So I'm going to show you the things in ERP, and then I'm going to show you in Teleprime, so you can understand why should you move to Teleprime. Okay, the first one is when you are selecting a company. Let's select a company. Okay, select a company. Now you're not sure which folder is the data lying there, right? So what normally you do is you'll go to Windows Explorer, you will look for the data which is there and try to copy path and look where the folder is, you're not even sure. That's what you do in ERP, right? Okay, let's move again to ERP. Okay, now let's say, for example, go to a payment voucher. Okay, start making a payment voucher. So he typed in cash. Now he remember there was a new cash. We have to issue the payment. So what we will do is we will try to remember how, oh, we have to create a ledger, right? So again, a quick reminder for shortcut. So a lot of people I know, when I visit companies, I say this guy, he would come out, escape, he'll go and create a ledger, right? But there is a shortcut for it. But you have to remember the shortcut key. The shortcut key is what? Alt-C, right? For those who don't know, it's Alt-C a shortcut. But I'll tell you what is the advantage in Tally Prime. So the second thing that I want to show you in Tally Prime. Now, continue doing your transaction. Start doing your transaction. Okay. So while this guy, your accountant is doing a transaction and you get a call. So maybe some of you are directors here, some of you are senior accountants, and the director walks in and says, hey, give me my bank balance right now. And you're doing a big posting now. So you have two options. Either to finish the transaction and say, boss, wait. Or the second option is what you do, is you close your tally and show him the bank balance, right? There are two things you can do. One is you finish a transaction, the boss has to wait for it. The second thing is you tell the boss that let me finish the transaction, let me finish the posting, then I'll show you. Or you escape the transaction. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how Tally Prime can make your life easier. Okay? Number 3, Ali Habib. Okay, show me very statistics. So Ali Habib is struggling to look for statistics. I know he is not used ERP so much. He uses Tally ERP. Now until he got the statistics. And I'll show you in Tally Prime how fast that you get statistics. Okay? Are we ready for Tally Prime now? So I've just shown you a very few important points in ERP. Now I'm going to show you how Tally Prime can help our life. Okay, now let's open the Tally Prime. Good. So the biggest advantage with Tally Prime, okay, is you can use your keyboard and mouse simultaneously. With Tally ERP, that was a challenge. Okay, but with Tally Prime, he is now using a mouse. I'm sure you can't see, but I can see. And he can see easily move. He can select up, go to the folder up. Now let's go to the up folder. See, he can easily select the folder. The way you explore in Windows Explorer is the same way you can do in Tally Prime. Okay, you can go up and just look for, you can specify the path or select from the drive. You can move easily. So this is the biggest advantage that why you should move from ERP to Tally Prime. Okay, second one now. Okay, so our second challenge, let's go to our voucher entry. Okay, so let's create a voucher. Okay, come here. So now you can see here on top. See, there is a create option here. See, you don't need to remember the command of Alt-C now. No more. The command is already there. Every time you open, every time when you're making a voucher entry, you don't need to remember the shortcut. The voucher, you can always create the voucher. Create here. The master you can create basically. You don't need to remember the shortcut key. Anytime you can open it. Okay. Now let's start posting in Tally. Okay. Okay, so as I explained to the scenario there, now he is doing, this is a small entry and I enter, show me my bank book. So in Tally ERP, what would you have done? We would close or close the transaction or tell the boss to wait, right? With Tally Prime, when I say a major breakthrough or a major functionality is called the multitask in Tally Prime. And this is where we go here. Can you see go to? Now here When go to, you are at any given point, you can go to and says, show me bank book. See here, cash and bank book. Open it. So you can easily show the bank book there. And then you can go back and continue where you left your voucher. You don't need to worry that, see, he can continue the voucher and come back. Okay? And not only that one transactions, you can do multiple opening of ledgers. So for example, I told him, look for statistics. He doesn't know, he just goes up, type statistics. Go to statistics, and the statistics will appear there. So any command which you don't remember easily in Tally ERP, with Tally Prime, it's so easy. You can reach out to any point very easily. You can move any, one of the major people, I always say, where is bill receivable? So they always, is it in accounts book or statement of accounts? And they were always confused. True or not true? ERP. Those are using ERP. But here it's easy. You can go to accounts receivable, just type receivable. See, receivable payables is there. Click here, bills receivable, click enter, and you reach bills receivables. Are we okay? Tally Prime? Okay. So, few more things in Tally Prime, and then we can end up on our first part of the agenda on Tally Prime. Okay, yeah, so two more. Okay, I hope those who remember Tally ERP, copy paste. You remember that there was a functionality called copy paste? Okay, for those I'm reminding you. You can copy, for example, you want to copy a narration from a Word file. Yeah, and you want to, let's open a Word file or Notepad here. Okay, and you have a narration being payment for electricity. You want to copy. So in Tally ERP, normally in Windows you say Control C, right? And Tally ERP, what do you do? Control Alt V, right? In ERP. But in Tally Prime, you can use the typical Windows command, that is Control V. You can use the Control V. Now here, using Control V. So no more to remember the other type of commands. You can use the Control V, Control C to copy paste. Okay, the typical Tally ERP or Prime commands. Next one. Okay, there is the top menu. Can you see? Now go to ERP again, please. So see, the top menu here is very different. So the top menu in Tally Prime, see on top menu you have limited options there. You can either shop or, so for example, you want to print, okay? Print a voucher or print a report. In Tally Prime, go to Tally Prime again, please. See the top command there? So this is called the top command. See, you can export, you can print, you can email. Okay, while you're doing a transactions, you can go and print a ledger. You can go and print any balance sheet item. Any item that you want to print, or you can email, or you can import transaction also, or you can export also. So this is called the top command, which is a major breakthrough in the Tally Prime. Okay, the last feature in Tally Prime that I want to share. Okay, so go to Tally Prime again. Okay, reports, stock summary. Okay, you don't have any items in stock summary? Can you open a data which has a stock summary items, please? Okay, so here is a stock summary. Okay, now is this a detailed summary or a normal stock summary? Later wise. Give me the summary, the stock summary, which comes as a default, group wise. Okay, so typically when you start the stock summary, this is the report you get. And then a lot of times you want to see every item, right? So what you would normally would do is say, show me stock items, item wise, right? Here you'll press and say, okay. Now, every time you want to open this report, you want this itemized to come. So TelePrime has a functionality called saving this report. Can you see this is a button here called Save View? So you can now save this one. It says my detailed stock report. Okay. Now every time whenever you want to go to this report, you can use the go to function and use the stock summary detail. You don't need to come and press that command. You can open directly the stock summary. Okay, go to stock summary detail. See, so can you see there is a detailed stock summary? Okay, yeah, so you can see this one. Can you open this one? Okay, so this is a save view. So multiple reports that normally use regularly, you can always keep as a save, and you can always open it through the go to command. Finally, there is a difference here. There is a go to and there is switch to. A lot of people, they don't know the difference between go to and switch to. So go to, basically, every time you open a command, in a go to, it saves. And you can always see, can you go to up there? Can you see here these show open reports? So you'll always see us open reports which are there. But if you don't want to keep it that open, it's only for once, then you use a switch to command. Basically in switch to command, when you open the report, it doesn't save. You can just quit it. So normally how to go to switch to is you press Alt and go to. Sorry, Control and go to. So when you say Control go to, you can open a bank book, for example. Here. So again, see when you open this one, you escape it and it will not save it. So this is a difference between go to and switch to. We are going to discuss some new functionalities in TelePrime in our later part of our session also. Okay? So this is, we'll end up our first part of our agenda. Okay. Can I connect my laptop, please? Okay, quick one, let me see. How many of you know that there is a calculator in Tele? Do you know calculator in Tele? Okay, a lot of people don't know, so I'll show you. How, and this is again, I say, I know a lot of you are expert users, but a lot of you are people who are fresh. So I want to show you the calculator. Come back again in Tele. Okay. So now, there are two ways of doing a calculator's functionality in Tele. So let's see you're making a voucher entry. Okay? Now, the person you're supposed to pay him $100. But you're paying him T-shirts. So what will you normally do? And the rate is some odd items. It's $50.5 to be paid. And the rate is 2605. So what most of the people, they will open the calculator, they'll type 50.5 times this one. Now what will you do? How will you do in Tally Prime? Or actually you can use this functionality in Tally ERP. When you reach here, at this point, press Alt-C. A calculator will open here. Now you put your formula you want to do. So that's 50.5, type 50.5 times 2605. Enter. Alt-C when you can create a ledger, when you're making a transaction, and you can use Alt-C when you're doing a calculation also. I'll show you again. This is a very important Alt-A. You are starting a transaction. Okay, so have you taken a picture? Okay, I'll show you an example how you can use this keys. Okay, can you go back to Tally please? Okay, can you go back? Go back. Start again. See here, you are here and you want to create a ledger. So Alt-C, when you use your Alt-C here, you can create a ledger directly. So press Alt-C, so you can create a ledger. Can you see? Now the Alt-C, when you are in the numbers, go back, come out here. So when you are here and you press Alt-C, Alt-C you should always, it's like memorize this command if you're using Tally, I'm telling you, it's a lifeline. Alt-C is a very, very important command. I say it so many times. When you are here in Alt-C, you can use as a calculator. And you can do any calculation. So for example, you have received a voucher, has VAT inclusive, you want to divide it. Say 158,000 shilling is the total inclusive bill. You want to get the figure. So here, you press Alt-C, 158,000 divided by 1.18. 158,000 divided by 1.18. This is your exclusive figure. See, you get it immediately then. You don't need to use your manual calculator. The chances of manual calculator is normally you can do error while posting back. So this is a very important way to make your life easier. Okay, with the last command I want to show you. Okay, shortcut again. Go to Tally Daybook. Okay, so for example, I want to make a duplicate of this voucher. See? So there is a shortcut key for it. The shortcut key is Alt-2. Press Alt-2 for me. So you can duplicate a voucher. Okay? And now you're starting a voucher. Can you continue the voucher? Okay, you don't need to price all these things. You know this is right. The voucher is there. You want to just save the voucher. So the saving command is all Control A. Control A means you're now saving the transactions without pressing enter, enter, enter. Okay? So a lot of times you have to press so many times enter. When you press Control A, is you're saving the voucher directly. Okay, so I think so we can now move to our next agenda. Can you put my projector? Okay, so this is a real story I want to tell you. Some last year, a client came to us, he bought a Tally. He bought Tally, he bought a laptop, and he was walking out, he was going by his car, and you know Dar es Salaam. His laptop got stolen, and coincidentally he brought a new laptop and did all his data backup in his laptop. And he came to my office almost in tears and I said, what happened? I said, I brought a new laptop, all my data is lost, my laptop has been stolen. At that time, one of the things that motivated me, I don't say motivated me, really put me that really people, a lot of people, small businesses struggle. We have been doing this Tally for Cloud for some time, but that incident really made our team think, no, we need to actually educate people on why is essential to go telecloud. I mean, I'm not saying telecloud for small businesses is more important than large. Large businesses, they have their own servers, they have a lot of backups and everything. But I also have seen a lot of large companies also struggle to keep their backups. So what is tele backup? Okay, so I'll just mention you and then I'll show you a demo for our tele for cloud. What a tele for cloud is. Number one, it secures the data. So once you have data with our server in the cloud, it is secure. You don't need to worry of backup everything. We take care of the backup. The biggest advantage is you can access your data from anywhere in the world. It's not limited. Okay? Number three is we have VFD integrated solutions. So you don't need to invest on servers for VFD, and we'll show you how VFD with our Tele for Cloud works. The biggest advantage, a lot of Mac users are there, and they struggle with Tele because Tele default works on which OS? Windows OS. But with Tele with Tele on the cloud, it's non-binding with operating systems. You can have any operating systems. Because this one works on the cloud, you need to have a browser only. And we'll show you how Tele works on a Tele cloud on a browser only. You don't need to install any application in your PC also. The biggest advantage is data centralization. For those who have multiple branches and want to operate. I had recently a few clients who just migrated to Tele cloud servers. He had 4 branches and they would sync every day. And I have been telling him for 6 months last that you move to Tele cloud servers, you will see the biggest advantage. He says, no, I'm happy. So I tell him, okay, I'm giving you 1 month free trial. You move one company, 3 branches, and then see. Within 2 weeks, he's telling me, now I want all my companies to be in Tele cloud. I said, what happened? I said, no, I realized the advantage. He said, look, I'm there to give you a solution. I'm selling, of course. But I know the biggest advantage you have. So when you have multiple branches and you want to centralize, Tele for cloud is a good option. Now, we have 2 solutions for Tele for cloud. One is you can host data yourself. We have a solution whereby your server we can make into a cloud-based server. So we have already clients who are using on that options. We don't host. And the second option is we host the data for you, okay, which is 24/7 available. Okay, what we are going to show you now is our Tele for Cloud. Okay, can we show Tele for Cloud, please? Okay, so this is our. So normally, when you are with our Tele for Cloud, this is a link we'll provide you. Okay, so once you have this link, you'll now be given a username. This username is the one which is provided by us for accessing our Tele cloud. So once you say login, once you log in, the system will automatically move into Tele screen. So again, you don't need to install any application there. Anyone who has access, who has been given a password user, would directly come and Tele Prime. Now this server is not here. This is on our cloud. We are using a normal internet to access our Tele Prime. Okay. So the initial takes few seconds, but once the Tele Prime is open, because this is an application is opening for you, so it takes a slight extra time. But it again depends on the internet speed also. It's slightly slow because we are using, I think so, some data bundles. Okay, good. I think so the computer was slow. Okay. So this is accessing. Now this username is every company, of course, when you create a company, you have the user and passwords. You can open it and you can tell every user can be given the rights, what they can access. Okay, can you open? Now this is beyond the cloud, and you can now go to balance sheet. It's so fast. And you can open from anywhere in the world. Okay? You can do all the transactions when you want to do it, whether you want to post a vouchers, anything. With our telecloud, we provide you some extra features that we do for your backup also. We provide you additional security features also. So all these options is available on Tele for Cloud Houses. But if at all you want to invest on your own Tele for Cloud, it's possible also. The only thing important is you need to have a good server, one public IP, and number three, you need to have make sure a secure network. Means you should have a good firewall also. These three things are important. If you're told you want to make your server, of course, you need an application from us. Okay, you can contact our team. There's an application needs to be installed on your server to make this your server into a cloud server. So this is our solution. We have it. If you want to know more about our cloud services, you can contact our team, Radhika, anyone. He'll give you the pricings. We have kept very reasonable pricings. We have two options on the pricings also. As a pricing option that you can go for a lease option of the license, or you can have your own license and we can keep that license in our server. The cost is lower. When you use the license, the lease option of the license, the cost is slightly higher because we pay for your licenses. So we have both the options available. Okay. Whether you want to host Tele ERP or Tele Prime, both of them are possible on our servers. Okay. So this is I wanted to mention about Tele for Cloud. Okay. The next one is functionality again. So a lot of times okay. Can you open my PowerPoint? Okay, before I show my next slide, I want to give you a few scenarios and I want to see how do you solve these problems, and I know. So number one, I'll ask the questions. In default Tele Prime, those are using ERP or Prime, how many of you can have a voucher approval systems? So by default, Tele does not have voucher approval systems. Number one. Number two, you want to have a security. For example, the user should not be able to delete a voucher. A user should not be able to cancel a vouchers. Okay? You want to give ledger-wise security to different users. Or you want to give group-wise security to different users. Okay? What we have developed a solution called PowerPack. Okay? I'm going to show you quickly a solution which we can show you that what a PowerPack solutions can do for in Tele Prime. This is now available in Tele Prime. We had an expert version for those lots of clients who are using our expert version. It's a new version which is now working on Tele Prime. Has some extra modules also. So we'll now show you our PowerPack module for Tele Prime. Okay? Can you now move to Tele Prime and show us the PowerPack? Okay. So this is our PowerPack module. So one of the major challenges I know when Office before I install this PowerPack is who created the ledger. Okay. Now no one is taking responsibilities. Same name Shakil Dharamsi, one will write Shakil IE Dharamsi, the other one write Shakil EEL Dharamsi, everything. And you ask him, no, I have not done it. Bhavik has done, no, Mitesh has done it, and everyone wants to run away. Boss asked him, same name, 10 companies. Everyone wants to run away. No one's taking responsibilities. And I'm sure you have it. And everyone says, no, that accountant opened it, that other person accountant. When boss is on the firing mode, everyone wants to run away. No one wants to take the responsibilities. True or not true? One. So this one we have an audit management whereby you can actually know who created the masters, who created the ledgers also, who created the stock items also. Okay. Number two, we have the concept of approval process. For example, you want to have a voucher approved, like a payment voucher, junior accountant makes the vouchers, the senior accountant approves it, or the boss wants to approve it. So that's another option available. Then we have some controls. Can you show me the security feature please here on the screen? Okay, so you can see a lot of security features are being enabled here, which you don't see in default Tally Prime features. Okay, so for example, you want to control export for all users or specific users, or you want to control duplicate. You don't want everyone to duplicate. For example, you want to control print, you want to cancel controls, you want to control deletions. There is a default functionality of security in Tally. Okay, but here it gives you more control using the Power Pack. Okay, go back again. So one of the major, we call it, is document uploads. A lot of times that you want to upload your purchase invoice or you want to upload documents, delivery notes within the vouchers. So our Power Pack has options of document management. Also, you can capture image of stock items also. Okay. Another one, why you should go for this one, is something called CEO dashboard. Can you show me the CEO dashboard? Yeah. Okay. So this is called the CEO dashboard. And this is where you should convince your CEO that let's go for Power Pack. Because the CEO dashboard gives an overview summary of your businesses. You can take a screenshot, convince your CEO, let's invest on it. Okay? You can see, the CEO can see everything. What is the total sales? What is outstanding currently? What is our open stock? What is our cash flow? Sales versus purchases, top products sold, top suppliers, okay? Slow moving items, overdue bills, top products sold. I mean, if the CEO wants to really manage his business, you show him, tell him, let's invest on Power Pack. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so I'm going to show you also one of the major problems again is people, you want to see who created the vouchers, who modified the vouchers, and what is the actual vouchers. So let's go and get some reports. So currently we have enabled for this company. Okay, so let's show me reports. Okay, so these are all different voucher. Sorry, go back on the previous. So these are different. You can see there is a voucher alteration history and master alteration history also. So I was now talking about, see who created the master, who created the ledger, who created the stock item, you're not sure. Okay, if you have 3 accountants, everyone wants to give our blame to each other. So this one will help you to actually control this one. Voucher alteration histories. If who has modified the voucher, if at all you have been given a right or an accountant has given a right, you can actually track down what was the actual voucher and what has been modified to. Okay? Then we have additional reports in this one is called cost center wise sales, cost center wise profit, cost center wise balance sheet. So a lot of other additional reports which you don't get in standard Tally Prime. Okay, that you will now get through our Power Pack. Okay, okay, I think so. Okay, last one, I want to show the customer monitoring tool. Okay, so this is something that you don't find easily in Tally. It's not there actually. Okay, so basically here you'll see the bill wise and on top you'll see the ledger. So you know sometimes we post a lot of time on account. The balance is showing this person has no outstanding in the ledger balance. But in the bill wise you'll see a lot of outstanding. See, the reason is lot of, now this screen shows you two in one. It shows you the ledger and it shows you the bill wise also. So this is a functionality of Power Pack. Okay, it's not a default functionality. And it shows you all the details of the client in one screen. So especially when you are following the outstanding, I think so this becomes very easy. Okay, we move ahead. Okay. So we are on halfway. We started it on 10:45. Okay, so we are now. So should we continue? Of course, there's a lot of, or you want to take a break of 5 minutes? We are okay? We continue? Yes. Good. Okay. Mitesh, are you ready? Yours is coming next now. Okay. So. A lot of, when we last year showed our Tally for Tanzania VAT, by then the new TRA portal was not ready. So in our initial, there was a provision to input the QR code in our purchase entries. Okay, I see people want to, okay, feel free to take the pictures, no problem, of the features of Power Pack. I mentioned there are 100 features, I mentioned the key ones only. Okay, so I was explaining about Tanzania VAT. It has evolved now. So today, when you open your portal, those who are submitting VAT, and I'm going to tell you a challenge. I don't know if you have the challenge or not, but in our office we have a challenge. So you have done 100 entries of purchases in your office, and then you open the TRA portal on the 1st of September. Now you want to submit your August, right? And then you get 75 entries of VAT only. True or not? And now you're not sure which VAT I've got my credit and which VAT I've not got my credit. Do we have this challenge or not? Yes or no? Yes. Or I don't show you the feature, it's okay. I've made for Tanzania. So this is a new feature, we just developed it. It's not even released. We actually, when we were doing for this seminar, we were working on this product. We are almost 95% there. We are doing some final testing on the product. So basically, the feature is you can export. From the TRA portal, you can export your VAT credits, right? And you get in Excel format. You normally get in CSV, convert it into Excel format. So we are going to show you how with Tally, with this new customization of Tanzania VAT, you can actually capture a report showing which VAT which you are there in your books in Tally, but you have not got credit from TRF. So you can start following up. Sometimes the VAT receipts are not submitted, they are not showing, and we know everyone has these problems, right? So this is a new module that we have just developed, and we want to share what we have just. Okay, Mitesh, is your laptop ready? Okay, just a minute, you're telling me? Okay, I'll wait for your minute. Okay, so we have a small gift voucher of $50. That voucher is, of course, is service from Powercomputers. When you get this voucher, it's a free service you get worth of $50. How many wants this $50 voucher? Free service of $50 worth. How many want it? No one wants it. Everyone wants it. Okay, so it's a draw there. So just drop your business card or your contact so we can, if you have not filled up the information, so we want to give one person a voucher for those who have attended. So of course we can't give everyone $50, but there's another one of smaller value for a lot of people. We'll share towards the end of it. Okay, so in case you have not dropped your business card or you don't have business card, you can bring your a name tag and anything, and we'll select one person who will get, their company will get a $50 voucher worth of free services from Powercomputers. So that services can be used for any services or add-on modules. Discounts will get it. So for example, we have the Power Pack, Tanzania VAT modules. There are lots of add-ons that we normally give. So once if your name is one of the late winners, you'll get a $50 discount immediately on that services from Powercomputers. So you can drop your business card or your name tag here, so we'll ask one of you to come and do the honor of picking up. Okay? Okay, Mitesh, you ready with Tanzania VAT? Okay, Tanzania VAT model, we are ready, Mitesh? Okay, Radhika, you want to explain the other gift system while Mitesh is getting ready? Okay, so Radhika has some interesting offers. These are young people. I don't call myself very old, but Radhika is quite younger to me. Okay.
Hello again. So out there we have a banner. So what I'll explain you is regarding a contest whereby each and every one of you can take a picture with a banner, post it on social media, and take Powercomputers and send us a proof in WhatsApp. Now the first 80 people, they will also get a discount coupons as well. So you can use it with any TCP, any services. But this is only valid until 2:30. So while we are done with the seminar, you can go take pictures. We have a photographer. You can take a picture with your phone, post it, and you can show us the proof through WhatsApp, and then we'll give you the coupons. And the coupons are only valid till December. So do you have any questions for this?
Okay. So just to add up, I think so the coupon are they are coupon value $10, there's a coupon value $20, and a coupon value $30. So whatever you are lucky about, okay, and we have limited, we have just selected 80. We knew not everyone is a fan, but those first 80 we can give them. The others, it's pleasure, if you want to share us on your social media, we'll be more than happy. Okay, but we can only give 80 people for this. We have dedicated 80 coupons for it. So after the event, before you go for your lunch, you can do the social media campaign for us also. Okay, Mitesh, you ready? Okay, let's move to Tanzania VAT. Okay, I think so. A lot of want to see what is our solution on Tanzania VAT, which is a new version. No one has seen. You are the first people going to see the solution we have just created. It's a better version. Okay, so let's do a voucher transactions. We want to show for those who purchase entry. Okay, so this is the typical that the current our Tanzania. For those who are not using Tanzania VAT, so the Tanzania VAT has sales module and purchase module. In purchase module, what you can do is you put the supply invoice number. And most of us, we need to have a verification code, right? Nowadays, all purchases, you should have a QR verification code. So Tanzania VAT allows, our module allows you to put the verification code. Now I know some of the clients put on the narration section, okay? Okay? But we have done a special text place where you can put the verification code here, okay? So that's one thing that we have done. This is been there for since last year, this module of ours. Okay? Now what we have now done is, now let's go and show the new version that we have just developed. Okay. So basically, so these are your work purchases. For example, in your books from 1st August, these are all your purchases you have already input. Now you're not sure how many of you got credit in TRA. I mean, some companies we have thousands of purchases every month, right? And you need to reconcile how many are there in your books, how many are not there, and then you can start making follow. So normally we have taken this one of a sample data from TRA website. Show me the Excel of Tanzania. Okay. Okay, so basically this is normally you get it from your portal, right? This is what you get it? Yeah, from your TRA portal, right? This is what you get it, right? Now we want to match this data with what is there in your tally. Are we there? Are we ready to match up that one? Okay, now Mitesh, show us how will you match up. Okay, so Mitesh is going to open this one. So there is a tool to import your VAT import. There is an import tool, can you see? So here you have your file, the Excel file which you have got it from TRA. Okay, which is this the file. So he's going to place that file there. Okay, the name of the file, he's going to copy paste. Okay, so this is the file. Accept. Okay, now he will now going to see the results. Show me the results. So these are the results. So we have done a report. So these are, you can see, these are showing from the TRS side on the left, these are missing up. It means some of the credits you got from TRA, but you have not even booked in your books also. So that report shows in Excel. These are all missing, means either your accounts people are still kept in the stores, but you already got credit. So you need to start following so you can make your books match up. Okay? Then we go back. Can we go back? Now, here, go inside here. So all those are red. These are the ones, these are mismatch. It means that in your books, you have mentioned it, but TRA has not given you credit. Or there are two things. They have not given you credit, or there is a mismatch in the name also. So here we have mentioned, so that is just for the documented person. If you want to maintain, you're okay with a different name, that should be okay. But this one, see, there was a name mismatch. Here was showing test, but actually in your books was showing a different name. So that is one mismatch we found out. Let's move to another mismatch. So let's go to this mismatch. So this mismatch means this complete transaction was not there in TRA. It means you did not get credit for it. So that's why it's showing there is no information down there. So the last thing we are finalizing is we'll give you a report also in Excel. That was the last thing that our programmer is working on, and hopefully by the end of the week our final version will be ready. When you get a report basically showing you all these ones which are there in your books, but in TRA you do not get credit for it. And especially those companies who have thousands of ads, see, you can see all these ones are mismatching. So you can go through and see which ones are mismatching. Is it a good feature or no? Do you agree?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, so this is something that we have just released. You can contact our team. Of course, for those who are getting voucher coupon, you can get a discount on this module. Of course, this module are add-on modules. Those with some cost, we're trying to work at the minimum cost. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll have our pricing ready for it. And then you can apply the discount that you'll get it from your photograph, so you can use that discount also there for the coupon, for the additional module. Okay, think so, Tanzania wet, we are done. We move ahead with our agenda. Okay. Okay. So, how to make your life easy with Tele? In the last 1 year, as Powercomputers, what we have done is we have done a lot of customization for different clients. And the reason I want to make this point that to make your life easier, you need to invest on certain things. And what we are going to showcase you an overview of some of the customizations that we have done. And you have to think that tomorrow, if you and your business needs, you can always reach out. Don't limit yourself with the Tele what the way it is. There's a lot more you can achieve, but you need to customize it. We have done certain customizations. Why? Speaking? Okay. Okay, now it's covered. So I'm going to give you an overview, a rent module. So basically, this is a rent module, but can be applied in a lot of business. So for example, if you have a business that you want to build every month, same client, 100 clients, you want to build them. So what normally we do is basically we'll create 100 vouchers and we'll duplicate it. So with this rent module, what we have designed out today is you click this one for single time, and with a single button you can create all the vouchers together. All the sales voucher, even you have 50, 100, whatever. And I'm going to show you how we have done it. We have integrated with SMS module also. So basically you can send SMS. For example, a reminder of payment outstanding, you can send SMS. So we have integrated Tele with SMS. Auto manufacturing. So what we have done in auto manufacturing, I'm giving you a brief overview, then we are going to show you how we have done. So typical, this is good for manufacturer businesses. A lot of times you manufacture. So if you are in a manufacturer business, so let's say for example someone is making bread. Okay? Basically if you're using Tele, you know there's a manufacturer module in Tele where you can set up, for example, a bread of say half kg bread loaf. What are the ingredients used? So Tele has the default functionality of manufacturing. But what we are offering is auto voucher. So basically what happens, whenever you sell a bread, Tele will calculate automatically what you have set as an ingredients will deduct from your raw materials. So you don't need to go and make an entry for the raw materials for manufacturing. We can do automatically entry for you of manufacturing. So this is an additional module we have done. What we have done also is some price controls, importations tools. So these are some of the modules that we have done. Now, we will show you around 2-3 modules because the time is not much in our favor, but we'll show you the first rent module and auto manufacturing and import transaction from Excel. These are 3 modules. We'll just show you a quick, but just to give you an idea, we'll just show you, for example, the price zone things, how it looks like, then you can get some ideas. Okay? Margins ones, yeah. So let's move. Mitesh, are you ready? Okay, so this is an example of a rent module. So basically, for us to create a rent module, we will create a ledger, a rent, thinking the rent ledger is created. So now we create a client. So here you can see this is now we have done a module. Enter rent charges, you say yes. And then now you define, for example, what is the rental income you want to charge him, service charges, VAT, everything. Okay, and this is you define for once only. Okay, now this one you can apply. You are doing a different services, you're billing every month, same client. Multiple businesses can make use of this module. Rent is an example. Now you'll see here a report showing all the monthly. So these are all monthly rents, and now you want to invoice them together. Okay, so how would you invoice them? Mitesh, show us the invoicing now. So you can just select and says rent entry. And you say the date which you want to make the rent entry. Say 1st September. And you put the remarks. Okay. You put the reference number, whatever you want to put any reference number, September 23. And then you say rent entry. It will now create rent entries for all these people together on a single click of button. You can go to the day book, 1st September. See, all the rents have been created for you. Now this is a small example we have designed for a client. But you can have also your own, and when you say how to make your life easy, is I'm going to show you some things we have done. Now today, for example, you could have some other scenarios that you're doing every month, same things. Tally should make your life easier. It should not make your work complicated. And this is what we are trying to show. Some things can be customized. It's just that you should be ready for it, and you need to tell that whatever is in Tally is not the end of all. There's a lot you can achieve from Tally. Okay, now let's do the auto manufacturing. What happened? Okay, so what Vitesh is doing here is trying to create an item. He's trying to create a bill of material, we call it, by manufacturing. Okay, what we are going to show you once we make a cell, how the items, which is now default, like say for example, when you're making a soda, you need a plastic bottle, plastic cap, etc. Just two items we are selecting. Okay, so it means whenever we make a soda, these two items should get reduced. Every soda you sell, these two items, those are into manufacture business, right? You have few items that you're selling. So let's make a sell entry now. Okay. So he's making a purchase entry to purchase the plastic bottle also. Okay. Okay. So we are making a cell now. Okay, so let's make a cell now. So he's going to make a cell of a soda. Okay. 5 pieces. Amount. So here see, manufacture automatically, you say yes. So let's see what happens. Let's look at the daybook. Okay. Okay, when Vitesh, you need time to. Okay, let's look at the other features and then we can come back and show them the manufacturing. Okay, let's move. Okay, no, we're going back on the. Okay, let's finish the tally web. You are ready with tally web? VFT, okay. Okay, VFT for teleprime. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so what is VFD? A lot of clients have started using VFD. So basically VFD, before we used to have that machines. With now, you don't need to have a machine requirement, physical machine requirement. It's a virtual device, okay? We have been doing VFD for last over 2 years. We have integrated applications like Tally, SAP, other third-party applications also on VFD. One of the major advantages, us personally, we have 4 or 5 branches, calling to my Z report, that was a big headache always. Especially we have 6, 10, 15 branches, you need to get the Z reports from everyone. With VFD, that really eliminates these problems. Number 2, your data is centralized with you can always see what is there and what is submitted. Unlike you depend on ETR machines, you need to print out, get all these things. So VFD really has made life easy. Us personally, we've been using VFD for the last 2 years over. Has really easy life. Reconciliation is a click of buttons. So, Zamin, you're going to show me how our VFD is working with Tally. So basically, we have integrated with Tally already. So this is our module that we have developed. It's a VFD module. Can you log in? So this one, you can see, this one tells you the, for example, the number of devices you have. There are different reports you can see on our VFD. See, for example, branch-wise summary, Z report summary, user-wise summary, everything. What we have also done now is initially you could use, for example, Tally to generate an invoice. Okay? And the invoice would come and do VFD automatically. We have also a solution whereby, for example, you have van sales people. Okay? And they need to issue invoice. So basically, we have now a solution on Android phone whereby the van sales people can issue the invoice and we can push that information back to Tally also automatically if you want to maintain the stocks. You don't want to maintain the stocks, you can just issue and make a transaction of sales also as possible. So we have, depends on the client requirement, what exactly they want. So example, if you have 50 trucks and you want all of them, you want to give them phone. When they make a sale, you want to appear in Tally automatically, it's doable. The other way around is from Tally to make a VFD sales. That we are going to show you now. So this is we are making through our cloud server. Both of them is on our cloud servers. Our VFD is on a cloud server. This is on the cloud server also. So he's now making a sales entry. Okay. So here the question is, continue with VFD, say yes. So you say continue VFD, you say yes. Okay, so this is the invoice is now ready from Tally. It's a VFD with invoice verification code. With all the requirement. So this is you can do from Tally Prime directly, a VFD can be created. Okay, and I showed you the report. Every time if you make an invoice, okay, you're making another invoice? Okay. Okay. See quick, the invoice is ready. Okay. Okay. On our portal, you can connect with multiple devices. For example, in the same, you can have 10 Androids and you can issue invoices from different devices also. And you can set up the number of users on this. So this is our platform where it's called the VFD platform. Either this one can be hosted in your premises or can be hosted in our cloud servers also. So we have two options available on the VFD also. Okay. Now we're moving to the next part, VFD web services on Tally. Sami, okay. So there is a default functionality, a lot of people are not aware of it. From the phone, if you have Tally Prime and you want to see reports from your phone, your bosses want to see the reports from the phone or from your laptop, okay, without need to have Tally installed on your PC is possible. This is called the web services of Tally Prime. Two things are important. Is you should have a subscription valid on Tally. Then only you can use these functionalities. Okay? Number one. Number two, it's mobile friendly. Means if you have a phone or you're using through web browsers, all the reports are possible. Okay, so I'll quickly show through a web browser. Can you log into a web browsers? Okay, so this is how it looks like. They are connecting through their phone. Okay, you can log in from your phone. Okay, basically you need to set up your user ID, and this one's in Tally for once. Once you select it and a company is associated with this one, you can view your reports, any reports from your phone. So now it's saying number of companies connected. So you can see now your daybook. Can you see your daybook, please? See your daybook. All the vouchers you can see. Now this is the phone he is using. The same thing you can use also from your web browsers. For example, your computers, anything you can use it. So this is a default technology available in Tally Prime. So those who are intended to move, it's very fast. You can open up to the voucher level. The only thing currently is you can't do any transactions, but all the reports can be viewed. So your bosses want to report what transactions, your day book, your cash book. It's possible using the Tally Prime. This is a functionality of Tally Prime. The only thing is, I told you, you need to have a subscription value. Okay. Now, we have some more gifts. Radhika, you brought some more gifts for them? Yes. Okay, show me one of them. Okay, so she has got a gift. It's wireless headphones. Who wants it? So many people want it. So again, we have to do something that we can get it, right? Okay. Okay, so those who had attended our sessions before, do you remember the Kahoot? Do you remember the Kahoot? Do you think we should play a Kahoot? So we get relaxed down? Are you ready to play Kahoot? Alright, okay. So in your phone, you should have some data there. Type Kahoot app, or you can type in kahoot.it. I'm going to give you a game pin. It's a basic, it's a fun game. I'm sure those who were there last year, they enjoyed it, I remember. I can see a lot of smiles. Okay, so, okay, just a second, I connect my computer. Okay. So we have 3 gifts for this game of our Kahoot. Can you connect my laptop, please? Yes. Okay, so this is the game pin. Normally it asks you the game pin. You put the game pin and you put your name that you want to appear on the screen. You see your name will appear on the screen. Oh, good. Oh, there you can see that's coming up. That's nice. That's fun. Okay, we're giving 1 minute to everyone to join. Okay. Okay, we continue waiting. People want to join? Yes, okay, we are waiting 1 minute. Okay, oh, I see 44 people there. 45, oh, that's nice. I want to see 100 at least. Type in the browser kahoot.it, last for your game pin, put that game pin there. Okay, 50, should I wait? Okay, we're waiting. So we have 3 gifts. We have a flash disk also, a small wireless mouse also, and a wireless, okay. You know, when I was, there was one event I attended, and that MC was very ruthless actually. You know, he said, now you don't play the game, I don't give you lunch. But I don't know what to do, you guys, right? So here, you guys join, you'll enjoy it. Don't worry, it's for fun only. Okay. What's happening? Okay, wow, 70, almost. Can okay. Okay, 71 participants. Wow. We're ready? Not yet. 5, 10, 8. Okay, wow, 76 participants. The last time I remember we had 85, so I should get at least 87 this time. Wow, that will be fun. Okay. Oh, that's my technical team. Please help me out there. Okay? Everyone ready? Not yet? Okay. Okay. The more we delay, the lunch will be late. Okay, we want to catch up. We have 2 more agendas to cover up also. So there is an agenda called Hidden Features of Tally Prime or Tally ERP, and there is a last agenda, Tally Server, and the final one is Tally version 3.0. Okay. Okay. So we'll start now. Okay? Radhika? Start. So very easy questions. Wow, that's quite fun. Wow, that's good. Yes, Tally Prime is the latest version. You enjoyed, right? Okay, next question. Okay, so let's see now. Wow, that's quite speed, huh? People are very fast here. That's fun. Wow, we have now almost 90 people going for it. Okay, that's good. Wow. Okay, next question. You can see the question on your phone also. Okay, we move to the next question. Okay. Wow. Okay, so someone, Jitendra Devan, is leading there. Okay, let's see now. So this is an information, then there will be a question related to it. A tip I'm giving you. Okay, next.
नहीं पहुंच
Okay. So again, now we continue next. Okay, some politics here. Let's see how many of you know Tanzania politics. Yeah, it's coming the picture. Okay. Next one. Okay. Okay, next one. I know here people will get wrong for sure. I know for sure some people will get wrong. Oh, see, 12 people got into trap also here. Okay. Okay, oh, well, see now the game is getting interesting now. Okay, now let's see who can do fast maths here. It's a simple maths, standard 2 question. You type your answer, submit. Standard 2 question. Okay. Okay. Study properly this one. There's a question after it. You should know power computers well. Okay, next. Oh, good. I like the answers. Okay. Okay, Control A. We just did it. Okay, next one. Okay, wow, that's quite, game is getting interesting, I can see now. Okay, next question. This one is a tough one, I think. Let's see now. Oh, I could see that was a tough one, yeah. It is inside utilities, yes. So sorry, you have to get some tough one also. Okay, next one. The game is getting interesting. Yes, check printing is available in all versions, ERP and Prime. Okay. Okay, this is again a slightly tougher one. Let's see. So this is the way of learning and know what inside there in Tally or not. With fun, we call learning with fun also. Sometimes we adults also enjoy learning with fun. Okay, I can see Q47 Akbar Nadeem. There are three people very close there. We have 7 more questions. We are coming closer. Okay, good one. Oh, that's still closer. Q47 looks, he wants to be the winner today. No, approval is not a default function of Tally Prime. Yes, you have to have a power pack to get an approval system.
It's the last question, yeah.
Huh? Oh, someone went up there. Okay. Okay, let's see now how many you know about power computers. Let's see here. Okay, good. I'm happy. Okay, it's getting closer now. Let's see. 5 more questions. Simple questions now. Wow, well, this is a good speed. Wow, okay. It's getting very close now. We are now coming towards the end. 3 last questions. Okay, let's see how many were attentive on my presentations. Okay, let's see. Okay, wow, that's now, there's a new one coming on the top 5, let's see. Okay, well, let's close now. Wow, people are fast. Okay, that's good one. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Nadeem, Q47. Who is Q47? Oh, okay. And then we have Mr. Akbar Ali. Okay. Once again, congratulations. We can come and collect the gift here, please. So let's start with number 3, Mr. Nadeem. Who is Nadeem? Okay, let's get Nadeem there up. Mr. Nadeem, small gift from you. Well done. Okay, number 2, the wireless mouse for you here. Well done. And Mr. Akbar Ali, that's for you. Okay. Okay. So the final one, can we take? So the $50 gift voucher from here. Yeah. So I'm not looking anything here. Do you allow me to take out the right? Okay. I don't know which name will come, whether it's a business card or somebody. Oh, okay. Last moment. Okay. 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 I close again. Okay. So I got a card here. The card says Village Supermarket. Mr. Srinivas. Okay, so can we give him a gift voucher? So that's a $50 free voucher coupon. Okay, you get services worth from us, $50. Thank you. Okay, no problem, pleasure. Okay, as we explained to you earlier, there are a lot of 80 more vouchers to be won. There are only 80. First come, first serve. Taking picture, posting on social media, taking our page, Instagram. Okay. So now let's move to our business back. We have three small agendas. Okay. Okay. How many of you? Okay. So just a quick one. Maybe some of them you're aware, some of them you're not be aware of it. So a lot of clients have this problem. They have around 10 employees. They're using teledata together. And then multiple people are connected. The reports are very slow. A lot of people call us. When you have 10 users onwards, and then you have a lot of data that you want to transact, what is the solution? Is Tally Prime the gold edition the only solution? No. For those who have a lot of data, and the data is being accessed by a lot of people together, so looking of 10 onwards, going onwards, there is a product in Tally, and a lot of people are not aware of this product. It's costly, but it's worthwhile investing once in a while, once lifetime. It's once in a while, once in lifetime. That's called Tally Server 9. It's very costly, I will tell you, but it's worth investing. The advantage of Tally Server is, especially when you have a lot of users, we are talking of 10 users going upward, same people accessing. So you can have 10 users, but they are accessing multiple companies. Then the speed is not a big problem. You come normally, you're okay. But if they are accessing same data, then a lot of times people see slowness. And they say, why my Tally is slow? Yes, the Tally is slow. You're trying to give a truck, a 7-ton truck, a load of 25 tons. That's not fair. The Tally is being catered, the gold version is catered for 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Now the number of users on the same data are more, then you need to invest on Tally Server. The Tally Server has been designed for this purpose, for scalability. The other advantage with Tally Server will be is you can actually see the activity of every user also, and it really helps your business processes, and the data backup is very easily can be maintained. Okay, and the speed you get is a wonderful speed. Tally offers 3 to 4 weeks trial versions. So for those clients who think that they are slow and they want to test how a Tally server at a zero cost, can contact us. We'll put for you a free version of Tally server. Okay, and you feel that you are ready to invest. Okay, I think so. You can decide. You can call revert back and says, okay, I don't have budget. The cost, you will ask me, the cost of Tally server is around US dollar 9,450. You can check the Tally website also. Okay, that's the price, $9,450 plus the VAT taxes for the price of Tally server. To people, that what are the hidden features of Tally Prime that you can make use of it, and if you're not aware, you can explore out later on. Okay, so very quickly, if Vitesh, you can connect your computer. Okay, so Okay, so normally you'll see this one, display more books, analyze and verification tool. Can you see here? This is where you'll find, okay? Now you go to data analysis. So now I'm giving you two scenarios. This is good for auditors. I know there are auditors who have come here. These are good for auditors, good for senior management people. Okay. For example, you want to compare opening balances of the book of, say example, year 2022 against 23. And you want to see what is the difference in opening balances. So typically we will export in Excel, copy opening balance and see. So now I'll show you with the tally how we can okay, you need to open the second year also. Yeah, 22 and 23. So let's see, now we are in 22 and we want to compare whether all our opening balances of 22 has been carried forward properly, especially those who are not splitting, they're doing manually. Okay, using the data analysis tool. Okay, what you can do is say come to verification of balances. Now you see here it is asking you the current period is, okay, so change the current period to 23 please. Okay, so your current period should be 23, Mitesh. Go and make your select company is number 23, this one. Okay, yeah. So this is now the current period is 23. Now we want to compare with 22. Our opening balances are right or wrong. So go and select company 22, compare numbers with 22. Okay. Now see, these are differences and then you can easily catch up. For example, where is the difference in opening balances? Between 22, you can see if there is an opening balance differences, it will show you in red color. So this is a default function of TelePrime, analysis and verification tool. Okay, another function of, these are a lot of features inside it, but I'm now going to mention you. This is analytical procedures. It's very interesting. Now, management asking you a report, what was our indirect expenses in the first quarter of last year against this quarter? A lot of times this type of reports are required by the management, right? Or I want to give me a comparison of my sales performance. Give me a last year comparisons with this year comparisons. How would you do it? So Tally has a report. This is called analytical procedures. Now let's see, I'm now doing a comparison by indirect expenses. Okay? Again against indirect expenses. Okay, so I'm taking the first quarter, first 6 months against this year. Okay, so last year I'm comparing with this ones. So it will tell me what is the variance. If there is, okay, put the comparisons data, compare number F4. Open the company compare, yeah, the 22. Okay, yeah, now you open the group again, compare the group. Yeah. So it will show you if there are any expenses in 23 were not there, it will show you. If there are expenses, it will show you. Maybe you open this company, Mitesh, which has both the records. Can you open the company which has both the years? This one has all this, yes. This one, audit trail data. Yeah, this one, open this one. Yeah, let's show this one. Okay, yeah. See here, it gives you comparisons. For example, what is your expenses between the same period, between these two quarters? Okay, so this one can be done for multiple groups, ledger-wise, any way. You can do analytical procedures. This is Go back again. A lot of other functionalities are there. Time will not allow me to go through all these ones. But these are good for internal auditor purposes. But this is one of the best things. Analytical procedures, good for management purposes. So this is, I call, a hidden feature of Tally. Let's move to another hidden feature. Can you put my screen up there? So we move to the next hidden feature. Oh, let me see. Okay, I don't know how many of you know the name of class functionality in Tally Prime. We'll give you a quick way. So for example, normally we do sales entries. And normally every time when you make a sales entry, you need to specify the ledger. Which ledger the posting has to be done. In Tally, there is something called name of class, whereby you can actually define default ledgers whenever you are making a sales entry. So Mitesh, okay, can you show me the name of class for sales? Very quickly. Okay. So there is, when you go here, you'll come across name of class. Okay, now it says sales ledger, name of class, taxable. Okay. So here, whenever you want to make sales, you want to see, for example, you don't want to post a wrong entry. So this name of class will help you to mention the various banks that can be used. For example, you want only banks to be excluded when you're making transaction or not to be included. Then you can define which ledger names default can be used for sales purposes, which additional, for example, you want to mention the sales. For example, that 80% should go to sales, or you have a, for example, you want to bifurcate your sales into 2 layers. So you can actually define in the class that sales 100%, or you want 80% taxes, whatever. Every company would have a different basis of setting name of class. But this is a default functionality of Tally Prime. I'm just giving an overview. We will not have time to go through. Just I'm showing you this is functionality available. Okay, let's move to the next one. So next one is ODBC. I would think 90% of people would not know that you can use ODBC with Tally. Now, people will ask me, what is ODBC? Okay, so ODBC, it's called Open Database Connectivity. Basically, you can use Excel to call the vouchers which are there in Tally. Okay, so I'll show you a quick example. So it's default functionalities for those who don't know. So there is something called, in Excel there is something called data. You get data, says go to other sources, ODBC. Okay, so your Tally has to be open. We'll select data source, Tally ODBC. We say okay. So normally it opens. You should have some little knowledge of how the Tally data is stored. Okay, so for example, I want to see all my ledgers. So when you type your ledgers, you'll get a ledger. So for example, I can go and open this ledger. Open this one. For those who are new, in computer languages, I know a lot of people are accountant background, very few are IT people. For those who are IT, they won't this. Whenever in any applications, the way the data is stored in forms of tables and columns. That's how our data typically is stored in any application, whether using Tally, using SAP, anything. It is like, I call it in a layman language, in terms of drawers and cupboard. Okay, that's how data is stored. You need to know, for example, in which cupboard is my vouchers of sales, or in which cupboard is there my vouchers of, say, payment vouchers. So in Tally, every information is stored in different databases, different tables in different columns. But with ODBC, you can actually capture the name of the tables. See, you've got all the names of the ledgers. And whatever you modify, it comes on real time in Excel. So this is a default functionality with those people who want to. Again, you need to explore out. I'm just giving an overview of one of the things which are available in Tele. Okay? Moving to next one, security. So two securities. Okay, let's mention both of them together. I don't know how many of you know about the Tele Vault. So if you open a company, let's open a company, select a company. So you can see the names, right? Now you don't want these names to appear. You don't want, you want to hide the names. There is a function called televault in Tele. Okay, when you use the televault, you will not see the names now. Okay, so here there is something functional called televault. Can you go and activate televault for one of the companies? So I'm now activating televault. I'm putting a password. So there's two layers of security now. Okay, you have to remember, once you put televault, there is no way in the earth someone can access your data. Even you have forgotten, forget it, leave it. Okay, no one can help you. Please. So when you activate televault, you have to remember that one. Eh? Don't come and ask me, I've forgotten my televault. I'm sorry, I can't help you. Okay. Okay. So now, basically, you see, the name is not appearing here. So this is the one which is there. So you have to know. So this is a function again of Teleprime. ERP also had these functions. Okay. Let's move another one. Okay. So default also Tele has a security options. The one we showed you in PowerPack were additional features, but default features. If you go to company, you can actually select users and give them different rights. This is a different level of rights can be set up, okay, in Tele. So this is a default functionality there in Tele. A lot of people, when we go for demos in Tele, people say, okay, but once you create a company, that's the end of the story. I want to create different users. Yes, in Teleprime, in Tele ERPs, you can set securities. It's just that people, they don't know. You can give different rights, like for example, create, alter, all these things can be done in a default Tele. With the add-on modules, there's extra layers that you can include also. An example to give you, here you can do create, alter, okay? But in Tele PowerPack, you can also block the view also. Certain places you can't block. So there is a limitations, but the default functionality is there in Teleprime. Next one. This is a new feature in Teleprime. It's not there in ERP. A lot of people have multiple companies. Now, if you have multiple companies, I have a typical example. We run 3-4 companies there. And if you have the same login for all the 3 companies, you don't need to remember. So there is a functional key called here. Go to the settings. Okay. Startup, can you see? When you say load companies, no, enable auto login. So if you have the same logins, okay, you can actually open it. So let's now, we have activated. Now, for example, this other company has the same password. So if I open this one, it will not ask me my username and password. It automatically logins. Okay, so this is again a default function of Teleprime. We call the hidden features. A lot of people, they don't know. So we are trying to guide you. Okay. Okay. We have 15 minutes more. Are we okay with travel 15 more minutes with the hidden features? I'm trying to. There are 5 some more features, but just quickly. Okay. The next one is a lot of people, they don't know. How many of you deal with Forex in your businesses? Okay, and then you have this foreign exchange problem every now and then? Yeah. Yes, I know. It's a common problem, don't worry. Okay, so in Tele, there is something called, you can do a transaction using a journal. It's called adjusting automatically your Forex gain. So we are going to show you the functionality of Tele. A lot of people don't know. Again, it's under function of name of class. I'm showing you a highlight. It can be done. You need to contact us if you want a further detailed training for it. Okay, let's do a quick one, forex exchange. Okay, so can you go back one step? Okay, so normally when you open here, this is where you will get, when you're doing a journal, there is a place where you come and ask you exchange gain and loss. I mean, this is, you can define yourself. And then when you come across here, it will ask you a question. Can you use this one for fair and gain loss? You say yes. Now you define normally, whenever there is a difference of your rate of exchange, you want to adjust it, right? Whether it's a gain or exchange. So you need to define which ledger, whether the difference, whether it's a profit or a loss or expense or income, you need to define the ledger name, whether it's indirect. So it's exchange gain loss, you define. Now whenever there is a transactions, but if there is a difference in the forex gain, when you use a journal, any ledger which has exchange gain problem will come automatically. And see now, these two transactions had a problem with, not all of them. See, it has a problem. It will show you. Okay, then the other one had a problem also. It will show you. So automatically it will help you to reduce all your foreign gains by using the journal. Okay, again, it's just a feature there. You can talk to our team, they can, give you further guidelines for it. Okay, next one, in Tally, how many if you want to print multi-vouchers and multi-ledgers in Tally, like you want to print the whole group ledgers, for example, you have debtors, you want to 50 ledgers, you want to print together. So there is a function in Tally called go to print, Mitesh, multi-printing options. So I want to print multi-ledgers or this one. So in here in the print, for example, we have payment vouchers, right? I want to print all of them. Can you see print? There is others. There is here you can print multi-vouchers also. So you can print multi-vouchers, multi-ledgers also. Okay? Next one. Okay, maintain stock through sales and manufacturing. Okay, a lot of companies, they don't maintain goods. Whenever they sell, they want an entry to be done automatically. So there is a function in Tally called treat all sales as a new manufacturer. So you don't want to make the entry every time, you don't want to be your negative stock. So there is a function called treat all sales as a new manufacturer. This is a default functionality of Tally. A lot of people didn't know about it. So whenever you make a sale, you don't have a stock, it will create a manufacturer entry for you automatically with the same name. Okay, so this is again, it's a feature there in Tally Prime. It's just the people. So we have shown you. Again, in the behavior options, you'll come across here, you'll see this functionality. Okay, in Tally ERP Prime 1, there's one thing was missing out, was the bottom bar. Can you show me the bottom bar? Go to the vouchers first, show me. See, this one in Tally Prime was missing out. I hope you remember 1.1. In Tally 2, it has come back, but you need to know where is it. A lot of people struggle to find out. So normally you come across these settings here. So there's here, can you see there is show bottom bar? You can say no or yes. And there is also another function. Some people, they don't like this noise, in Tally, right? You can actually switch off this voice also. Okay, and also you want to change the color. You can also change the color. Can you see this is a color change? So this is default functionality of TelePrime. Here I'm not selling anything, I'm just training you. Okay, next one. Okay, in Tele, in the previous ERP functions, there was a screen where you could create multiple ledgers together, multiple, groups together. A lot of people, they don't know in TelePrime how you can create it. So we're going to show you a quick one. In chart of accounts, you go, and then you can see there. Okay, show me how to create multiple ledgers. Okay, go back. See there, here is your multi-masters. So you can actually create multi-masters. Few things you can do with multi-masters. Can you open it? Okay, so for example, you can create credit limits, multi-creations, multi-alter also. Now, in a lot of people in ERP, it was very easy, it was there. In Prime, they don't know where is it. So just we want to show you where in Prime you can find out. Okay? Next one is, multi-creations, build and actual. So there is a feature whereby sometimes when you do purchases or you sell, for example, you want to give 2 extra gifts to your client, or when you're buying, the supplier bills you 10, but actually he gave you 2 extra, but you want to maintain stock for it. So in Tally there is a functionality called actual and bill. Okay, you need to activate this feature, which is known as actual and bill. Okay, in the features there is a functionality called separate for actual and pictures, which is there as a Tally default also. The next one, okay, there is something interesting features. Can you open the 2 companies interchange of data between 2 companies? So I'll give you a scenario. You have 2 companies, you're doing business together. So company A and company B. 2 scenarios. You want to do a sales in A and you also want to do the same to go in company B. How would you do it? Okay. So I give you a shortcut for it and you remember for the life of our computers. Okay. So we have opened 2 companies. I'm making an entry. Voucher. Just pick up a or just show us their book. There's no entry? Okay. See this entry is here? Okay. Can you open this entry? This entry, I want to copy the same entry in the other company. How would I do it? Okay. So you make, in the day book, you make a duplicate voucher. Can you see? I made a duplicate voucher, then go and select the other company. So now this is 2022. Go to company. I'm now going to copy the same thing in 2023. Save it. Save. It's just you have to make sure the dates are matching, and you can save the same voucher can be saved in 23. You don't need to type again the whole voucher. Not only this ones. For example, there you did sales. Here you want to do purchases. You could do the same way also. Same entry in sales. The other company you can do purchase also. By using the duplicate voucher options, making sure both the companies are open at the same time. How many of you knew about this feature? Okay, only 1%. Okay, 2% maybe. Okay, good. So 98% of people benefited from this feature. Okay. One last function on TelePrime. So normally you have 2 users. You have one admin user and you have a normal user. Sometimes you want to use as a login, as an admin. Sometimes you want to go as a normal user. In Tele ERP, you have to log out and log in again, right? In TelePrime, there is a functionality called, okay, here, can you see there is a functionality called change users. So in the same company is open, you can just change user from user A to user B. Can you see? You don't need to come out of Tele, log out, log in again. With TelePrime, you can just go here, company, change user. Okay? I think so. We are almost done with the hidden features of Teleprime. The last is Tele 3.0. So we are almost over the time now. It's okay. They've seen some of the functionalities. Okay. Tele version Prime 3, 5 more minutes we have. We can. Okay. So Tele. Okay. So one of the challenges Tele currently, those are using Tele. For example, you have numbering 1 to 100. Okay. And so your date of voucher numbering, say 1st October, 2nd October, 3rd October. Okay, normally, for example, you create a voucher of 1st October. What happens in Tele? All the numbers changes, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tele Prime version 3 has solved these problems. There is a functionality called retain the original numbers. So even you create a voucher, you have forgot a voucher, the numbers will not change. Okay, so there is a function, there is a new function called retain original voucher numbers. Can you see? This is for release 3. So Tele Prime has 3 releases as it currently. There is 1.1, release 2. Release 2 has a functionality called edit log. So basically edit log is, was there as in PowerPack, but has slightly less functionalities compared to PowerPack, but it has edit log also. So basically you can see who has done a transaction, who has deleted the transactions. It's a default functionality of Tele Prime 2.0 onwards. It's called edit log. Okay? And the last new functionality in Tele Prime 3.0, which is called apply filter. There is a new thing called apply filter. You will not see in the previous versions. This is called apply filter. This is called multi-selection. So normally, yes, we have a function called range in Tele. But this is, it can do more than range. Okay? So show us what we can do. Zamin, okay. So here, can you see, you can apply at any level your filtrations. For example, in Tele, currently, the Prime versions, the older versions, if you are searching for truck number, when you're doing a sales and you're selling a truck number in the dispatch details, right? If you search within range option, you will not able to see. Okay, but with Tele Prime, the filtrations, you have advanced filter and multi filters. You can actually search for these things. So it's up to truck number in Tele Prime version. This is functionality available. So for example, now see, he is saying motor vehicle containing a truck number. So this is the functionality of Tele Prime release 3. Okay. So as I promised you, 1:15, I want you to wind up. Okay. Okay. Before I wind up, we have a new product we have just launched. Okay? Bhavik, you have to show.
Yeah.
When I say about this product, I know 2 things. Staff will hate me, the bosses will love me. So those are bosses here, I'm happy you love me. Staff, you hate me, but I'm sure you're a lot of senior people, you're mature, you're grown up. You'll not hate me for that one. One of the biggest challenge in companies today we have is with the technology. You know, all the days people used to write and you can see this person is writing. But today, everyone is their computers. And what they do in their computers, do you know? Your staff, what they are doing, do you know? It's difficult, right? Unless you start become a policeman. Sorry, what is your name? Sayeda. What is Sayeda doing? Going. So the boss is, if you are managers and you have 5 people working under you, you have to go and check. What is Sayeda doing? Oh, okay, she's playing social media. Oh, you go there, Mama, what are you doing? Oh, she's chat. We have this problem, right? Do we have problem or not? A lot of you are senior people, and you have, when you are managing your people, junior people, you have this problem. Do you agree or not? Yes? So, we have launched a product. We have tied up with an American company for this product. Okay, basically, you can actually monitor every activity of your person doing on your computer. Yes, that's why I said staff will hate me, bosses will love me. Sorry?
You have micromanaging bosses, they will love.
Yeah, but again I say, but so not only this one, so it's monitoring, but there are other things, factors also comes in. Number one is your data securities. So one of the companies, they have challenges, the data get lost in companies. For example, is shared with the competitors. So it's not only meeting to what the activity is, but you get a lot more. So there are three levels of monitoring available. There is a standard monitoring, just monitoring what the staff is doing. There's a second level monitoring is you can actually set up rules. For example, emails, searches, etc. And there is an enterprise level also. Okay, so this is a new product. Again, what I'm trying to say for us as a company, we need to showcase because these are requirements. I'll give an example of a client, a good friend of mine. He was struggling to manage the people doing it. Okay, I say a lot of people, companies are there, but some companies struggle. And this, I say one thing. If your staff productivity and if you think it's on 50% below, it's the right solution. But if you think the company, the staff productivity is below 50%, then it's a time to invest on such products. It's not a small price, it's a monthly cost involved there. This is the product we are talking about. You can actually monitor the activities of every person. Again, it's a product you want to discuss with your management, it's your. Okay. So finally, I know a lot of people had some questions. So the lunch is ready. It's ready. So those who are hungry, lunch is ready. But just to remind you, for those who want a free gift, Radhika, which poster are we using it? The outside one, right? So there is a poster outside there. This is where you should take a picture, post on social media, so you can get a free gift, a free coupon voucher. I told you there is a $10, $20, and $30 free gift. We have only 80 vouchers. Share with the team there, so you can get a free services worth of that value. Okay. Now, for those who have questions, what we'll do is those who want to proceed, you don't have questions, you can proceed for lunch. For those who have questions, you can remain back here. We will give time. Again, we are not going to go deep into showing you. If it's a very small issue, we'll try to solve your problem here. But if it's a detail, then we'll tell you that you need to set timings, visit our office. Look, everyone, you need to understand there is a cost involved for services. Not every services I can offer free. I can give you this services for free, it's a training, this one. But certain services are chargeable. So don't expect that, for example, someone says, I want to see the whole manufacturing, we can show you today here. What we can advise you, this functionality is available or not available. That's what we can advise you in the sessions. How to do it, then I think so it's a separate, there's a cost related to it, so people should understand. There's a difference to show you. You ask us a question, is there in Tally or not? We'll tell you yes, it's available. How to show you, it's not the right place here. Okay, this is an awareness, what is there in Tally, what's not there in Tally. We can't show everyone because everyone will have a different question here. It's not practical for us to show. And as I explained to you, there is a cost related to it for, we call the training and implementation also. I hope I've made this one clear. Requesting you, there's a feedback form. Please, while you're coming out, drop the feedback form there so we can get an idea of what you're looking forward, how to improve on our future sessions also. So those who have some questions can remain back. Lunch is ready, it's served down there. So you can, while you're going down, you can take a picture, drop your feedback form, and those who won't have questions can remain here. Okay, Mitesh, the team are here, they can help you out. Thank you very much. You're free to go.
Yes. 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 For the number of users. You have your own license, right?
If I have any doubt,
Unaona kufanya installation tali walimchaji kosa. Walimchaji kosa.
Mimi nakufuata.
Nani?
Yeah, I think I'll have a shade of it, yes. What you do is you can coordinate for you what your requirements are. We have three, clinics, so that we see based on the requirements, who can come and help you out. There are some reports which we have stolen. You can do that. No problem. No problem. Sure. No problem. Thank you. No problem. No problem. Pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, how are you? No, I think and yearly is yeah, unless there's a major, most of them 3-4 years you do it. Or yearly is yeah, I can decide. We can fully
because I which is like more
like install that yeah. Time because the because the trip to video support. So I finally 1 month and I have more work on and now that's where the cost of the challenge. We can finalize.
So which one?
The second one is going to be the one better at saying
Because I wanted the person who is very technical with that. Very technical stuff.
or if you get this right now, like
I know that boy since in our restaurant was learning to you basically people.
You get free of
They should continue with the
Yes. That's why
because you don't finalize, you send us the checklist, we just finalize the checklist.
okay, yeah, due to the department there, we are now developing a website. We should have a lot of new functionalities. That's why we are
Training on a vast
We can also, we do customize training. Size, we do it. If client has a specific scope of work, this is what training is, then we can do it. Because we are doing the different.
So we can then I use to start
I want to go for Telegram because I'm the only one who's handling it. It's very now I'm not actually sugar. So I want to see my position.
What we saw is
Africa Federation,
the organization is about manufacturing so we start deposit money, withdraw money, license payment, how to manufacture
There will be some procedures.
yes,
That's why if you students they must and fine. I'm not with the program.
Sorry.
I've come especially, but I need more support regarding payroll and this thing. How you can help?
yeah, so what we do is contact with Radhika.
Radhika has got, Ali has got.
Yeah, no problem. So then we'll see what is the requirement we have. See, for every department we have people for it. Okay.
But in Italy, I need even exchange rate, I can get it.
Yeah. See, look, I explained here also earlier. Look, yeah, few things is support is there, but it's a training that we have to provide you. And training comes with a cost. See, we sell product, but see, services are not part of our sales.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, so because these are cost related, people are not coming for free nowadays. Everyone has to be taken care. Okay, so you agree number of hours training, what we do is we have per hour sessions or per day training. So you say, no, I want 4 hours of training. So by
How much when charging? Because I use any dex because I'm in Zanzibar.
So normally per hour we charge $25. Okay?
but we are big plans for you.
So that will price we can work out the branding, we'll see how much we can work out discount and everything. So approximately we charge $25 invoice, we can work out. So based on your distance, you tell us you want 1 crore, we can work from there, we can organize also.
Okay, because what I need is half an hour or 1 hour, just because
Minimum
I,
an hour is normally, we normally do for an hour. So you can.
because my thing is everything I've already.
No problem. Radhika is here, we can.
So now you are even giving me a gift. I'm coming from Zanzibar.
Yeah. So, reading, we came here to spend a lot of money. Organize lunch, everything. For us, a lot of cost.
Yes.
We do cookbook, everything. So much they are spending the money. What we are doing is we are just, informing and showing people the new features. Already we are doing a lot here.
And also you mentioned keys, hidden keys. That the first R2 and this thing. I've got only the other three.
We will send you the picture of it. I'll tell Radhika, we used to have a sticker, they have a sticker for it for this subject. We have a soft copy. I'll ask Radhika, you can WhatsApp me also. No problem.
Because this is, once I come in like this, so I know.
Sure.
Jali I'm using for 20 years.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
You know Iqbal Bapumia?
Oh, no.
Is it the CPF one?
Okay, maybe I was his name.
Dr. Mustafa Bapumia's brother. So he has taught me that hand.
Okay, that's good.
So now but in Italy I'm experienced EPR9 more than this time.
Fine, yeah, no problem.
So once you shift in a new,
It's not easy, yeah, sure.
but I'm catching up.
No problem.
But we need more support from your side.
No problem. We will there. Okay.
Ali bin. Iqbal.
Hiyo wateja yake
Hmm.